welcome to Whispers and Ink. I am Jennifer, your crafty creative coach and independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I am here for day 2 of the Made with Love handmade ornaments. And we're kind of continuing on with the theme from yesterday in regards to personalizing our ornaments, because I'm not only here to inspire you, but I'm also here to give you permission to try something new. And you guys, maybe, just maybe, that might include what we're doing here today. Oh, all right. So we're using some of the same things that we did yesterday. We're using some new things today. And I have a trick for you, or a tip, depending on how you take it. And I also have some other little doodaddy type of things to tell you about. All right, so let's see what we're playing with today. We are going to be, making gingerbreads, you guys, and I have a sample for you. I have this cutie patootie little sample. Like I said, I'm continuing on with, a little bit of what we did yesterday. This one would be for me. The one we're going to make today, because it's green, we're going to be making for Joe. Continuing on our theme. But we're going to start, the first thing we're going to start off with is our tip or our trick. So I want, first off, if you do this die cut together, you guys, it's like 3/4 of an inch too short. So how do we rectify that? Well, we need a piece of paper. And here's what I did. As you could see, before I pulled this out, you're still using the same amount of paper. Well, you're using just a little bit more. But still a 5" by 8.5" piece, you guys, you'll need for your 2 pieces of gingerbread. Now, I didn't realize this when I made the first one. So I have a sacrificial lamb here, unfortunately. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to take our sacrificial one and we're going to use that as our guide on our hand. Now, let me point out, is it on this one? No. Let me point out, you can't use the die because there's that little bit of difference, right? So if you take this one, or take one, you don't even have to cut a whole one out. You can just cut, you want like this much of it, just so that you can get it in the spot that you need it to cut it. And I'm just going to, you could do one of 2 things. You can put your pencil around it, or you can be brave and you can just use your scissors. I'm going to be brave and use my scissors. And I'm just cutting. And there we go. Okay, so I'm going to save this one so that I know, and I'm going to apparently round this a little. There we go. Okay, so now I have 2 full pieces, 2 full hands, or 2 full gingerbreads. So the first thing, I forgot to grab the ink, you guys. So this one that I made, you guys, I die cut out all the pieces. I die cut out the face, the buttons, and the frosting parts. This one we're going to heat emboss on a song and a prayer. And we have our big, and we could do both front and back. So this one, I added the hat, but I didn't do the rest. So what do you think? Do we need to do the back side? I'm thinking I'm only going to do the front because I'm going to be lazy. I know. At least I'm honest, right? And That's not big enough. So we need the big, oh boy, where is my big one? Hopefully it's in here. Oh, it is. We're gonna need the big, one, you guys. What letter is that? F. We're gonna need the big F block for this one. And I know I went that way. I probably should have grabbed the ink too. So we're gonna use Versamark. Now you have a choice. You could put your face on here. You could put this back on. Line this up as you desire it to be, and put your face pieces in there. I think we're going to try that because I'm curious on if it'll work. I know you guys are always up for a good adventure. So we're going to do this big happy face. Dun, dun, dun. Not crooked. And then, because I know that I'm going to have a scarf, I'm going to put the buttons down low, like that. And hope that we can get this kind of straight. There we go. And then we should be able to take our block and pick up all of this in one stamp. I'm going to flip it over. So that way then we can just do one. Now, if this scares you, then do the parts separate. But here's my other thought for doing it this way, is that I won't get Versamark in there. And I should have used my embossing buddy first. So we're going to embossing buddy our gingerbread. We're going to Versamark just to make sure we get it really good. And then we're going to take this. And you guys, I know this is a big block. Some people have a hard time with this block. So use both hands. And there you go. Dun, dun, dun. I'm gonna let that sit for a second while I plug in my heat tool. Now that I can see how many plugs I have, it's lovely. Okay, so now we're going to bring in our embossing powder. There's our, ooh, we did pretty good, you guys. We did pretty darn good. Woohoo! I like that. I know, a little excited. I got a little excited. Get his foot. Okay, so then I'm going to take my brush, you guys, and very carefully get that cleaned off. We'll let that powder soak in for a second. And I always put my powder back first, you guys, because I had a very bad experience with hot pink embossing powder way, way, way back in the day. Like way back in the day. Way back in the day. So, I always put my embossing powder back before I do my heating. It went everywhere, you guys. And I mean like everywhere. Okay. So this one, you guys, there is no easy way to do this one because our embossing goes all the way around. So I'm going to start at one end and heat, let that set for a second, and then I'm going to work the rest with my reverse tweezers. Here we go. Hey, Bonnie. Okay, so we're flipping it around. And then we're just going to keep going. Oh, you guys, this set is super fun. Bonnie says she loves this set. I agree. I wholeheartedly agree. Okay, so here is our cutie patootie little gingerbread boy. Our little Joe gingerbread. And I have a green hat for Joe, much like his green letter yesterday. And I die cut out 2 hats. And as you can see from our sample here, I did 2 hats as a little bit of decoration for the backside. Okay? And then Joe also has a green scarf. Yes, I did register. Yes, I did. We're doing the after hours too. Okay, so I did remember on this piece to do the adhesive strips. But here's the thing. I did not do them for the hat and the scarf because they're gonna go, I want to use the dimensionals for this, and because this is gonna hang over, so I didn't want to use the adhesive strips or that for those. So I'm gonna take this off, and we're gonna make our candy piece, because you know Joe's got to have his candy. And there's that. So there's our wintergreen candy. And then we're going to do our scarf next. And you guys, again, I'm using the black dimensionals because I want to, I don't want it to be, I want it to be a little bit more hidden. So we're going to do 2 dimensionals here and here. I'm doing them here and here because I want to glue this and I'm going to glue that. Well, I figured, here's the thing, Bonnie, in regards to the add-on class, that bundle's going to be a $50 bundle-ish, $50-ish dollars, and we got in color stuff last time, so I thought it was worth it. So there's our scarf. Now, we're going to take our glue and our clips. You guys, I have all of our clips here. We're going to put a little bit of glue on the end here. And I'm going to take my clip. And then I'm going to do the same on this side. Same. And clip. And the set was really pretty. I really liked it. Okay. So now I'm going to take what's going to be my backside piece. And I'm going to glue on, actually, I'm going to dimensionaling this hat. I'm going to do it the same way that I did the scarf. So the 2 dimensionals there. And so we're going to do this. Now keep in mind, you guys, that these are not going to line up exactly when you put them front and back because of the way that the tufts are. The tufts are a little bit different. So they're not going to be 100% exact. I'm going to do the same thing to this that I did to the scarf. And glue that on. And apparently I got a little excited. Need a scrap piece and get this glue off. There. Same on this side. Did I? Oh, I did. And my other piece. Okay, so this is our back side piece. And then, now let's move on to this piece. This is is this an inch? 3/4. No, 3/4 of an inch by 7 3/4 because we have to create the ring around the coffee cup. See the ring around the coffee cup that holds the coffee cup, okay? So, but before we do that, I want to put the holes in it for our hanger piece. Our hanger, because we can hang these on our tree. So I have, again, my crocodile. And I'm putting this piece, this joint here, I'm going to put in the front or the back. And then I'm going to take my small hole punch like I did yesterday, and I'm punching a hole just like that. And then I'm going to go as close to the same as I can, and I do have my stopper in place so that they line up there and there. Okay? And then I was going to say I was just fighting with that darn ribbon. I did not say. I get the coffee cups from Amazon. I can put a link when I update the description. I can put a link to the ones that I use in the description. All right, so we're going to feed our ribbon through. Now, here's the other thing. You guys, I wanted intentionally to use a thicker ribbon for 2 reasons. Number 1, it's going to give it a little bit more presence. But number 2, I thought that a little bit thicker ribbon would help to keep it straight, to hang straight, because it actually, if you open up the cup, so if you open up the cup, okay, come on. I'm trying not to break it. There we go. It is actually straight inside. So that was my intention. So that way then it would stay straight. In hopes that it would stay straight. And then this just kind of slides right in. Like that. And it actually does hold it, believe it or not. There we go. So cute. Okay, so we're gonna fish this through. Fish this through. Just like that. Straighten that out. I know that that's actually more than long enough, so we're going to pull it back a little bit. There's that. And then we're going to cut that. So tie your knot here and then straighten it out. And you'll see what I'm talking about in 1 second. So we're going to tie our knot. And with this ribbon, you guys, this is the irregular weave trim, which I thought would be perfect for this. It's a thicker ribbon, so you only have to do 1 knot, which is nice because then you don't. Okay, so see how it gets a little cattywampus? So you're going to want to finagle so that it goes straight. There we go. Okay, now we're going to take this piece, and I have an idea. You're going to want to take your bone folder, loosen the fibers a little so that it kind of curls up, and that helps because we want this to go around our cup. And I want it to end right about there. So I'm going to put my glue, like that. And then I'm going to kind of dip my end a little bit and put that like that. Now, these should be dry. So I'm going to take one of those clips. I'm going to put that right on the end, just like that. So that way then, that stays secure. Oh, you guys, so much fun. So much fun. I love it. All right, now, our hat here should be good. So we're going to take this. We're going to line up our 2 gingerbreads. And we're going to put our dimensionals on here. And we're going to do the same that we did on the other side. Same. All right, so we got our 2 dark dimensionals, or black dimensionals. We're going to take our hat, and we're going to do the best we can to keep this where we want it and line up our hat. Like that. And it's basic, the same, okay? All right, now, this is the kind of, we're going to do, I got to glue these ends, so hang on, let's do that. And then, don't want that in that. Let's glue our end here, and we'll work with the other piece. Bum, bum, bum. There. Okay. So we're going to take this piece without this crazy little white pop-out piece. We're going to take this, and again, we're going to either take your bone folder, or what I did, you guys, and let me move my camera so you can see. I took and rubbed it on the edge of my table. Because it's bigger than the bone folder, and you're basically loosening the fiber so that it'll curl around this piece. See? Just like that. Okay, I'm going to move my camera back. Dun, dun, dun. There we go. All right. And then we have to do this piece. We should be good here. So now this is going to be where that seam is going to be my back. And I don't remember, did I do dimensionals? Or I did dimensionals. That's right. All right, so I'm going to take the big dimensionals this time. Okay, so we've got 4 big dimensionals there. Okay, here's our seam. We're going to take our backs off. And we're going to take this one, and we're going to do the best that we can to put it in the middle. And you guys, you're going to have to eyeball it. Hey, Kim. Yeah, you got here just in time for some singing. Yep, of course. You always do. Okay, so now, again, we've got our little flappers here. And we're going to just do a little tack of glue there. Take our clip, put it on that. And then again, our tack of glue there. Take another clip and put that on there, just like that. And that'll go like that. Now, I don't know if I showed you, but our little gingerbread actually does stand up, which I was super excited about. I think we should be good. Yep. Okay, so again, I'm going to rub this on the edge of my table. Oh, you're so funny, Kim. Rub it on the edge of my table so that it curls. I'm going to do it the other way against the edge of the table so that we got a curvy little gingerbread dude. And we're going to do the same thing with this guy that we did with this guy. Dun, dun, dun. So we got that. All of our dimensionals, because we want it to stay in place, right? So we got our cup ready. We almost got our gingerbreads ready. I'm going to put this in here. Now, you guys could put any kind of candy in there that you want. Here's the thing. I thought that this could be super cute too. Not only as an ornament, but you guys, it's available still. It's available again, Kim. I didn't see it in the inventory status report. So you could put candy in here. You could put money in here. The wrap piece, this piece was 3/4 of an inch by 7 3/4. 3/4 by 7 3/4. Okay, so you guys, we want our arms to add up or to line up. So I stood them up. See, look at, stood them up so that they could make sure to go together. And then see how there's just a little piece there, you guys? Way different. Oh, shoot. I don't want it to overlap. Okay, let's see if I can get it up. Yep. Come on. Apparently not. Darn it. It would be perfect for a little gift. Yes. Piece of jewelry. It could be lots of ideas. There's a lot of ideas that you could use. Okay. So I'm going to try this again. Because it ends up to be like 1/4 of an inch difference, you guys, with it this way. So we're going to line it back up. There we go. Doo-dee-doo. Okay. And then again, like we did here, we're going to glue our little hands down just to make sure. There's that side. Just to make sure that they stay fastened. And then this side. Like that. And you guys, that's pretty much it. That's it. Put the cup in there. We got a piece of candy to put on there. Yeah. Kim said that, you know what? I haven't even placed an order yet, Kim. Mine's still sitting in the cart. But I have to order because I need dimensionals. Bad. Bad. So, I was thinking we could put this on here. But I want to cover this. So, let's take our ruler. 2 inches or 1 3/4. 2 inches, you guys. A 2-inch circle punch will cover that. So let's grab that and some scrap. 2-inch circle. Scrap pecan pie for that. And then you could put a sentiment on here too if you wanted. I think I probably need another one of those. Shoot. So we'll do 2 circles. Oh, Deanna made it. So that can go on top of that. And this can go on top of this one. I actually know what I want to put on the top of this one. That will be putting these on with glue dots, you guys, and I put it in the bits and pieces so I wouldn't lose it. The Christmas bits and pieces. There it is. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, the cups are the wrong color. Darn it. Well, cups are the wrong color. All right, that's all right. You could put a sentiment on here. All the possibilities. Life is getting in the way of your crafting, Deanna. That's not good. That is not good. Okay, so put this on the top. Kind of cover that little hole. It's my intention. Put this one up with a couple of dimensionals. I think we need another one of those. Do we need, I think we need another one of these, you guys. What do you think? To complete the whole thing. I think we need another one. I think we need another one. All right, so this is just white and old olive. You could put Merry Christmas on the top, Bonnie, if you wanted to. Yeah. Or you could do the season's eatings on the top. I thought that might be kind of fun too. Okay, let's see. I definitely have, oh, I do have what I need over here. Great. Yay. All right. Little piece of adhesive strip. Just a little piece. And then, come on. I put a light over here, you guys, because these adhesive strips are a pistol to get separated. Especially with my nails, that makes it even worse. Worse, worse, worse. There we go. There we go. Dun, dun, dun. So the fun part of this, you guys, is that all the little decorative doodaddy stuff is all scraps. And like I said, oh please, did you cut that out all the way? No. Dang it. That's all right. It's going to work. It's going to work anyways. So I'm going to show you these, my pieces. Hang on one second. Okay. So then we got that, and wintergreen is what I was calling it. Wintergreen. But spearmint. Same. All the same. So that one has a double dimensional. This one has a single. So we'll tuck that in down here like that. And then, let's see. And then that's it. We'll take our clips out of here because those are done. Roll this around a little bit. Squeezy, squeezy. And then we'll stick this in. Pull these apart. Stick this in here. And you guys, if it's tight, it'll stay. Just like that. And it stands up. So cute. All right, so I want to explain to you what I was talking about earlier. I like it with the decorated top, for sure. So the first thing that I did, this was ended up to be my sacrificial lamb, you guys. So I die cut out the whole gingerbread piece. And then I realized that it wouldn't go all the way around. So I had to improvise, right? That's where this sacrificial lamb one comes in. And this one, I actually traced this part, which wasn't right. So that's why I'm like, okay, so we're going to put this one to some good use. And so I ended up starting to cut it this way. Okay, so I cut one piece like this. It went over just a little bit. And then I came to the other part and I took that and I cut it over just a little bit. That's how I was able, that's why I used this so that it would line up. And you're using the same piece. Same piece. I did the one is 5 by 8.5. So same piece, okay, but you're using it wisely, instead of having to sacrifice one. Does that make sense? So, and then I was able to do this one for my sacrificial one. Does that make sense, you guys? I hope it does. I hope. So, and then just as to reiterate, this one, I die cut out the pieces and glued them all on. Not all of them, but I did the adhesive strips on. And this one we heat embossed. I think they're both super cute. I wanted to have the eyelashes for myself, so that's why I did that. I lost you, Bonnie. Okay, so Bonnie, the first thing I did, I cut the whole thing out. The whole thing. Didn't work. Didn't go all the way around. So, I fixed one. I fixed this one here. See, that's why we have the joiner piece in the back there. Does that make sense? So you need two whole hands. I had to cut it off because it seriously had like 3/4 of an inch if I did it this way. It didn't go all the way around with it this way. So this is how it die cuts out, like this, okay? So I took one piece and did the round hand out of one of these, and then I used this piece with the rounded hand to cut the 3 other pieces. So to get this piece, I put this on that to get the hand extension. See what I'm doing here? I needed a little bit more hand to round it over. So then when I cut my second one, for my second ornament, I took the 5 by 8.5 and cut the ends like this so that I could have the rounded hands. Okay, Bonnie's got it. See? This is why you come live, so you can ask questions. Okay. So, that's how I made the 2 pieces with the rounded hands. And see what the difference is, you guys? If you do it this way, if I did it the other way, it was like, seriously, between my fingernails, it was like 3/4 of an inch off. So I'm going to save this. This will be my sacrificial lamb if we need to do anything else like that. Besides that, does anybody have any questions? You need one sacrificial lamb. Just saying. You need one. So cut the whole thing out, round over the end, and then you're good. And then decorate cute, because this gingerbread is so stinking cute. I know what we're doing tomorrow. You guys are going to need gold hoops tomorrow. Gold hoops. That's what you're going to need to do tomorrow's project. So I'm super duper excited. Thank you so much for those that have caught replays of yesterday's. Just as a little, we'll do as we go, you guys. We will do all the ones that we did. Dun, dun, dun. So far, so you can see what you missed. So we got our 2 little gingerbread. We've got our 2 J's as far as our ornaments. Here's Joe's with the candy, because you know Joe's got to have candy. And here's mine with a ribbon and butterflies, of course. And then the 2 gingerbreads that we did today. So far, day 1 and day 2. I know, I love the gingerbread men too. This is a super fun set, you guys. If you did not get it, Now is the time. And then take advantage of what you can get with adhesive stuff. Because it's on sale, what's left? Okay. Any questions? They are super cute. I know, I love them. Love them. Joe asked me yesterday, because Joe's home, you guys. Joe asked me yesterday, why are you talking about me? I had to laugh. Because I need to start someplace, right? I need to start someplace. So, and I love to personalize stuff, you guys. To me. Oh, Kim. Kim's logging in now. She needs the gingerbreads. I know, Diet, I love a sale too. I love a sale too. So, you can get whatever adhesives are left. I need glue too, but it is what it is. Have a great day getting crafty, you guys. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Same time, same channel. And thank you for taking time with me, you guys, as always. See you next time. Bye-bye.